Hi there, Internet. So, today's Sunday, and I went to church, like the good little person that I am. But I have to say I was a little frustrated because this is the second time that I've been to church since I'm coming to Scotland where the issue of gay marriage has been brought up. Now, this is a very sensitive topic. I personally know a lot of gay people, and I know a lot of people on both sides of the issue, and it tends to get people really riled up, and the both services that I heard that talked about the issue were very impassioned, I suppose, and very closed-minded. But this is why arguing about gay marriage is stupid. So, marriage is a religious convention. Marriage is something that is dictated in the Bible. It is something executed by religious officials. It is an entirely religious matter. And when we talk about gay marriage, we're not actually talking about gay marriage. Because if we were talking about gay marriage, then we would have to petition the church. We would petition the church to get a reverend or a minister or some religious figure to do the ceremony and to have God bear witness to this union and whatever. And that's not what we're fighting for. That's not what we're talking about when we talk about gay marriage. What we're talking about when we talk about gay marriage is not in fact gay marriage. What we're talking about is gay unions. And this is a very important distinction because it shows the separation between church and state. The church is the one who makes a decision on marriage rights. That is the ability of someone to get married in a church and have that marriage be recognized by God. That is an entirely religious front. Gay union is a state issue. This is a legislative issue. This is what we're actually talking about when we talk about gay marriage. And this is why we have so much difficulty talking about it, is because we use the word marriage when we're not talking about marriage. What we're actually talking about is the ability of the law to recognize a gay couple as a couple in the same way that they recognize a straight couple. And so basically what happens is if a husband and wife are married, then if something awful should happen to the husband, the wife can go to the hospital, can go sit in the room with him. She's the one who's consulted for all the important decisions about what's going to happen to him, and if he needs an operation, she's the one who's consulted. If the same thing happens to a gay couple, the one partner has to sit out in the waiting room and pace and wonder and doesn't get consulted about anything, and they're just left in the dark, basically. And that's not a fair situation. That's not for the hospital to decide if one person is more fit to make a decision than the other person. Because what if the husband and wife have only been married for 2 days? Maybe they got married in Vegas. Maybe it's just an entirely legal thing and they are not actually like each other. But if there's a perfectly loving relationship between two people of the same gender, how does that make that couple less capable of making decisions for the other person? It doesn't. Absolutely not. And also, when two people are married, they get tax breaks for living together and things like that. And two people of the same gender who live together don't receive the same tax breaks and benefits. And that's not fair. And who is the government to say that these two people are any less deserving of those tax breaks and benefits than two straight people? It just is completely illogical. And so, if we break it down and stop using the word marriage when we're talking about union, we'll get so much farther faster because you won't incite this whole Christian uprising about, God said that gay marriage is wrong and blah, because that's up to the church. But gay unions, recognizing two gay people as being a couple legally and all of that stuff that comes along with it, that's what we're fighting for. And that's why I think talking about gay marriage is dumb, because you're not actually talking about gay marriage most of the time. So, that's my 2 cents. Feel free to argue with me down there, leave me a video response, or somewhat something. And that's all I have to say. So